What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update, and we're having a fun little contest. If you can guess what's in this box right here, you could receive $100 from me. And I'm also going to be increasing it, and I'm also going to be giving you a clue. I'm going to give you at least one clue at the end of every video here for the next several videos before I announce who's receiving it. So I will be giving you a clue at the end of this video of what's in that box, and I think my wife's going to join me at the end of this video to actually give you the clues. So she will be on at the end of this video to give you guys a clue. And I have several different things to give you guys today in regards to details of the stimulus check and what's going on in the world today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out our channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos as they come out. Okay, first up, Nancy Pelosi, who is the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives and also the leader of the Democratic team over the negotiations on the next stimulus check and the next stimulus package and the next unemployment extension update and the next mortgage relief and rental relief, where you actually might receive money for mortgage and rental assistance, had spoke with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, who is the leader of the Republican team over the negotiations again today for over an hour, and the details that they're talking about are interesting. The Speaker's Chief of Staff, Drew Hamill, said the talks resumed on Monday. Speaker Pelosi and Secretary Mnuchin spoke by phone today at 11:30 a.m. for approximately 1 hour. The two discussed the justifications for various numbers and plan to exchange papers today in preparation for another phone call tomorrow. Also, as I reported to you a few videos ago, is that they are exchanging papers now and are continuing to do so over the exact details and wording of what each sides want in the next stimulus package. Nancy Pelosi has reportedly said that the Democrats are offering a new revised Heroes 2.0. I guess maybe now it's the Heroes 3.0 package, that they're coming down on their price tag from $2.2 trillion, and they're giving these papers and negotiations over the exact wording of what could be in the final document of the agreement between the Republicans and the Democrats. Nancy Pelosi's coming down on her price tag. We hope that she comes down to at least $2 trillion or $1.9 trillion. The Republicans' last bill they announced last week was at $1.6 trillion. President Donald Trump has said in the past that he's willing to go up to $2 trillion. Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats are at 2.2, so they're really not that far away. They're at 2.2. If they can come down to 2, then we're probably going to have a deal. They're also working on the exact wording and a couple of the concerns between the two sides. For example, the Republicans don't really want checks to go to illegal aliens and people that don't have social security numbers, but the Democrats do. And the Democrats also want more money for states and cities, and the Republicans want less. The Democrats want 417 to 436 billion, and the Republicans are at 250 billion. So they're trying to bridge that gap and iron out the final details of what they want to agree on. The IRS says the new deadline for claiming your first stimulus check, if you haven't received your first stimulus check, is now November 21st. If you haven't received your first stimulus check, go to irs.gov/EIP and fill out the non-filers tool if you didn't file a previous tax return and you haven't received your stimulus check yet. There's still up to 9 million people. That deadline has now been pushed back to November 21st. Also, a viewer of this channel, OJ Cole, says, I want to reiterate this because this has got some information. I covered this in a past video. I logged into the Get My Payment tool on the IRS website, and it gave me the option to add my bank account information for future stimulus payments because I got a physical check for the last stimulus check, so that he can update his information to be direct deposit because he got a paper check the last time around for future stimulus payments. He says, I think I may have got this because a check is imminent and soon, so they're updating their website for the next check. He also says, and please give a shout out to my wife. She absolutely loves your family and she's giving birth to our first son next week, so she'd love a shout out from you and congratulations. My surprise, her name is Bethany. Thanks, Jimmy. We love you. I love you guys too, and I wish you luck, Bethany. I know this is the second shout out, but honestly, that's okay. I'm not short on shout outs. I wish you luck. I wish your family luck, and I wish all of our viewers luck in the future also. Also, I want to give a quick unemployment update for you guys. As you can see on this graph here, the vast majority of states have been paid from the presidential executive order. The ones that haven't are payment pending. If they have a pay date estimate time, you can see here below. Alaska, no estimate yet. Nebraska, Nevada, New Jersey, no estimate yet. Also, Kansas has an estimated payment date of October 9th. I'll scroll down here so you guys can see the other states. And Wisconsin, their estimated payment date is all the way on October 31st, and Virginia is October 15th. These other states do not have estimated payment dates. If you haven't received all of your payments, there's a total of 6 payments for each state for 6 weeks total, $300 per week, $400 per week for some states that kicked in the extra $100. The current amount of unemployment extension boost money that is being negotiated on right now between the Democrats and the Republicans is the Democrats want $600 per week all the way to January of 2021. And the reason it's January that they're talking about is because that is when the next president or the current president will basically be reelected or take new office. And also the new House and the new Senate, the new members that get reelected will be in, and the ones that take their seat will be sworn into the office. So there'll be a new Congress then, because at least some people will be, they'll lose their seat and new people will be in. So that is at the end of January, okay? So the Democrats want $600 per week to January, and the Republicans want $400 per week to January. Both of them have a little bit of retroactive spec all the way back to the middle beginning of September. We'll have to see the final details once they actually get a package out, okay? We don't know if it's going to be 400. We don't know if it's going to be 600. We don't know if it's going to be 500. I will keep you guys updated as we get more information on that. We do know pretty certainly that the stimulus check is going to be $1,200 and $500 for all dependents this time around, because both the Republicans and the Democrats have that. They both have it in their bills pretty much exactly the same. So it doesn't look like they're negotiating on that part. That part seems to be ironed out. There might be additional money that you may receive, basically a stimulus check of another kind, for mortgage and rental assistance for people that are having a hard time paying their mortgage or their rent. That is in both bills from the Republicans and the Democrats also. So we will be receiving more details on that when they come out with an actual bill that gets approved. President Donald Trump was discharged from the hospital last night, and he had some interesting things to say.
I just left Walter Reed Medical Center, and it's really something very special. The doctors, the nurses, the first responders, and I learned so much about coronavirus. And one thing that's for certain, don't let it dominate you. Don't be afraid of it. You're going to beat it. We have the best medical equipment. We have the best medicines, all developed recently. And you're going to beat it. I didn't feel so good. And 2 days ago, I could have left 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I felt great, like better than I have in a long time. I said just recently, better than 20 years ago. Don't let it dominate. Don't let it take over your lives. Don't let that happen. We have the greatest country in the world. We're going back. We're going back to work. We're going to be out front. As your leader, I had to do that. I knew there's danger to it, but I had to do it. I stood out front. I led. Nobody that's a leader would not do what I did. And I know there's a risk, there's a danger, but that's okay. And now I'm better, and maybe I'm immune. I don't know. But don't let it dominate your lives. Get out there. Be careful. We have the best medicines in the world, and it all happened very shortly, and they're all getting approved, and the vaccines are coming momentarily. Thank you very much. And Walter Reed, what a group of people. Thank you very much.
I will say one thing, he looks pretty good. I mean, a lot of people have said he looks a little pale. That's up to you. You guys can tell me what you think there, but he definitely he's speaking pretty well. I mean, he seems like his old self. I mean, he's surely not bedridden or anything like that. So Honestly, I think he's doing pretty decently, at least at this point. We'll have to see how he does over the next few days. Remember, Boris Johnson, the UK Prime Minister, was admitted into the ICU on day 8 of having the virus. The president is currently on day 6, and so he still has a few more days to get to that point. Boris Johnson was doing pretty good up until that point when the virus just started to kind of get him, and, he got it. But honestly, I think he's doing pretty well at this point, so we'll have to see how he does going forward. He definitely still has the virus. He's just feeling pretty good at this point, enough to go back home. Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden has the pretty much opposite to say. Joe Biden says that President Trump bears his own responsibility for receiving the virus. Joe Biden said that President Trump bears some responsibility for becoming infected with the virus as a result of his frequent refusal to wear a mask while around others. Joe Biden says, look, anybody who contracts the virus by essentially saying masks don't matter, social distancing doesn't matter, I think is responsible for what happens to them. Joe Biden's comments came shortly after President Trump left the Walter Reed Military Hospital after 3 days recovering from the virus infection that was diagnosed on Friday. All right, guys, my beautiful wife Laurel is here. She basically does at least 50% of the work on this channel. She edits our videos, she makes our thumbnails, she helps me with the research every single day. So she's a big part of this channel, and she's absolutely amazing, as you can tell. All right, so first of all, let me move these books out of the way, and let me move the mystery box. Ooh, it's heavy. Let me move the mystery box closer. All right, and this is one of our 2 kitties. His name is Leo. He's an older gentleman. He's been around for 14 years. Yeah, we've had him for 14 years, which is pretty old for a cat.
He's still got a lot of pep, though.
Hey, would you like to tell them about your pep?
Lily keeps him on his toes. Keeps him young.
Tell them about your pep.
That's what I do for him. I keep him young. Because I'm younger.
We never did tell them your age.
No.
Go ahead and guess her age down below in the comments, and maybe I'll tell you here tomorrow. Maybe my wife's been in a lot of pain. She has a
hasn't been very fun.
kidney disease called MSK, so she's in a lot of pain. But maybe I can convince her to get on camera with me at the end of every video here to give you guys a clue. If not, I will give you guys a clue. But I will be giving you at least one clue of what's in this box at the end of every video here for the next few videos until we announce the winner. So I'm actually going to up it from one person getting $100 to 2 people getting $100 if you can guess what's in this box. Okay? So so if you can guess what's in this box, you have a chance at getting $100. So it depends on how many people guess it, but basically if you guess what's in the box, then you will be entered to be picked at random to receive $100. We were at this point are going to give $100 to 2 different people.
Ooh, you made it.
Sorry, that was our cat jumping down.
You're good.
Okay, first clue. I'm going to give you a couple clues here. I'm going to give you at least one-ish, and my wife's going to give you one. The first clue is, because I've seen a lot of people guess this, it can't be my YouTube award. Because my YouTube award is right here. Mm-hmm. This is my YouTube award that I got for passing 100,000 subscribers. And as you can see, it is not in the box.
No.
This will also give you an idea of how big the box is and what could fit inside.
Right, content.
The contents. So the first clue is it can't be my YouTube award because my YouTube award is right there. And it also cannot fit inside the box. Also, I want to thank you guys. We passed over 240,000 subscribers. I got that award for 100,000, and we're almost at 250,000 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe so you can help us reach our goal of 250,000 subscribers. And we also just passed over 30 million views.
Crazy.
Which is
crazy.
You heard her.
Crazy.
It's amazing to think that our little show here, our we like to call it almost a TV production because there's a lot of work that goes into it.
There is. And I don't think people that have never done YouTube before, they have no idea the amount of work that goes into it. And then now that we do YouTube, we have such a huge appreciation for like television shows and stuff. Every time we watch a television show, he's like, "Oh, can you imagine how much work that took to do this and do that and change the scene every 5 minutes?" And
5 seconds, yeah.
yeah.
All right, so now let's move on to our next clue from Laurel.
Okay, so the contents of the box are very coveted by the people who know its true worth.
That's a good one. All right, one more time. Give it to us.
That the contents of the box are very coveted by people who know its true value.
That's an interesting one. And I got to say that this is, I've read so many comments from you guys. Not only do I think that this is super fun for you guys, but I am having so much fun with this contest that I think we're going to have to do it again in the future after this one because we're just having a blast over here.
It was fun coming up with clues.
So at the end of every video, we will be giving you guys at least one clue here until we announce, who gets the money. So make sure to stay tuned. Every video from here on out, we'll have at least one clue for you. So thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and you can click on this video over here to watch my newest stimulus check video, and this bottom video here you can click on to watch us receiving our YouTube award and unboxing it. That's a really fun video. And this video teaches you how to start a business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and we teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video.